Hello, wonderful viewers, and welcome back to the channel. We're tackling a crucial topic for our well-being as we age: nutrition. We've all heard those headlines, the one food every senior should avoid. They promise a simple answer to complex health questions. But here's the truth. Pinpointing one single food that every senior should avoid is an oversimplification. Our bodies are unique, our health conditions vary, and what's problematic for one person might be fine for another. However, there is a category of foods that, as a general rule, seniors should approach with significant caution, if not outright avoidance. And it's not just one food item, but rather a group of foods that contribute to a host of health issues common in older adults. Today, we're talking about highly processed foods. We're going to dive deep into why these foods pose such a significant risk to seniors, what to look out for, and most importantly, what healthier alternatives you can embrace to thrive. This isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment through informed choices. Part 1. What are highly processed foods anyway? First, let's clarify what we mean. Think of food on a spectrum. On one end, you have whole, unprocessed foods: fresh fruits, vegetables, lean meats, fish, eggs, nuts, and whole grains. These are foods in their natural state. Then you have minimally processed foods, things like pre-cut vegetables or roasted nuts. These are generally fine. But then we hit the other end, highly processed foods, also known as ultra-processed foods. These are industrial formulations made primarily from substances extracted from foods like oils, starches, sugars, and often include an array of additives such as artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives. They're designed to be hyper-palatable, convenient, and have a long shelf life. Think about it: breakfast cereals loaded with sugar, packaged snacks, sugary drinks, instant noodles, frozen dinners packed with sodium, and many fast food items. These are engineered foods, far removed from their original state. Why are these particularly concerning for seniors? Let's break down the science. Part 2. The silent saboteurs: how highly processed foods harm senior health. The dangers of highly processed foods aren't always immediately obvious. For seniors, these effects can be amplified due to age-related changes in metabolism, nutrient absorption, and organ function. 1. Nutritional deficiency masquerading as calorie abundance. One of the biggest paradoxes is that they are often high in calories but nutritionally bankrupt. They provide plenty of energy, but very little in the terms of essential vitamins, minerals, fiber, and beneficial phytonutrients. For seniors, this is a huge problem. As we age, our caloric needs often decrease, but our nutrient needs remain the same. Filling up on empty calories means less room for the nutrient-dense foods our bodies desperately need. This can lead to malnutrition, even if a senior is consuming enough calories. Studies published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society consistently show a link between diets high in ultra-processed foods and an increased risk of micronutrient deficiencies in older adults. 2. The sugar overload: a senior's silent enemy. Highly processed foods are notorious for their added sugars. Sugar lurks in seemingly innocent foods like salad dressings, breakfast cereals, and sauces. For seniors, excessive sugar intake contributes to a cascade of problems. Increased risk of type 2 diabetes. A diet high in added sugars constantly spikes blood sugar. The CDC reports that over 25% of people over 65 have diabetes. Inflammation. Sugar is a major pro-inflammatory agent. Chronic inflammation is a root cause of many age-related diseases, including heart disease and arthritis. Weight gain. Excess sugar is readily converted to fat, contributing to unhealthy weight gain. Cognitive decline. Emerging research suggests a strong link between high sugar intake and cognitive decline. 4. The sodium trap: a recipe for high blood pressure. Processed foods are laden with salt. Why is this a problem for seniors? High blood pressure or hypertension. The vast majority of seniors are at risk for or already suffer from high blood pressure. High sodium intake is a primary driver of hypertension, which significantly increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, and kidney disease. Fluid retention. High sodium can lead to uncomfortable swelling in the legs and feet. 5. Unhealthy fats, the silent cardiovascular threat. Processed foods are often packed with unhealthy fats, particularly trans fats, and excessive amounts of omega-6 fatty acids from industrial seed oils. Trans fats raise bad cholesterol, or LDL, and lower good cholesterol, or HDL, significantly increasing the risk of heart disease. 6. Low fiber, digestive woes and beyond. When foods are highly processed, they are stripped of their natural fiber. Fiber is crucial for digestive health, helping to prevent constipation, a common issue for seniors. But its benefits extend far beyond that. Fiber also helps regulate blood sugar, lowers cholesterol, and feeds beneficial gut bacteria. 7. Additives and preservatives, the unknown factors. Highly processed foods contain a myriad of artificial additives, colors, flavors, and preservatives. While many are deemed safe, their long-term effects, especially in combination and on aging bodies, are still not fully understood. Part 3. The ripple effect, beyond physical health. The impact of a diet heavy in highly processed foods isn't just physical. It can have a significant ripple effect on a senior's overall quality of life. Reduced energy levels. A diet lacking in nutrients and high in sugar can lead to energy crashes and general fatigue. Cognitive decline. The link between processed foods and cognitive function is increasingly clear. Mood and mental health. An unhealthy gut microbiome, often fostered by a diet high in processed foods, is linked to increased risk of anxiety and depression. Reduced independence. When health declines due to poor nutrition, it can lead to increased reliance on others for care.
Part 4. What to look for. Red flags on food labels. The key is becoming a savvy label reader. Here are the red flags to look out for. Long ingredient lists. The shorter the list, the less processed the food. Unfamiliar ingredients. If you can't pronounce it, it's likely an artificial additive. Added sugars in the first few ingredients. Look for words ending in "ose," like dextrose, fructose, or corn syrup. Sugar has many aliases. Partially hydrogenated oil. This is a red flag for trans fats. High sodium content. Check the sodium line. Aim for foods with less than 140 milligrams of sodium per serving. Artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners. Look for numbers like red 40 or terms like artificial flavor. Part 5. Embracing wholesome alternatives. Your path to vibrant aging. This isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. By shifting your focus to whole foods, you're not just avoiding the bad, you're actively embracing the good. 1. Prioritize whole, unprocessed foods. Fruits and vegetables. Aim for a rainbow of colors every day. Lean proteins. Fish, lean poultry, eggs, beans, and lentils are excellent sources. Whole grains. Opt for oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole wheat bread. Healthy fats. Avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil. Dairy alternatives. Choose low-fat dairy or fortified plant-based milks for calcium and vitamin D. 2. Cooking at home, your superpower. One of the most impactful changes you can make is to cook more meals at home. Meal planning. Plan your meals each week. Batch cooking. Cook larger quantities of healthy staples. Experiment with herbs and spices. Reduce your reliance on salt by using a variety of herbs and spices for flavor. 3. Smart snacking. Keep healthy snacks readily available. Fresh fruit, a handful of unsalted nuts, plain Greek yogurt with berries, vegetable sticks with hummus. 4. Hydration is key. Choose water as your primary beverage. Limit sugary drinks. Unsweetened tea or coffee in moderation can also be part of a healthy hydration plan. Part 6. Important considerations and when to seek professional advice. This information is general guidance, and individual needs can vary significantly. Medical conditions. If you have specific medical conditions like kidney disease or diabetes, your dietary needs may be different. Medication interactions. Certain foods can interact with medications. Consult your doctor or pharmacist. Texture issues. A registered dietitian can help you find ways to prepare nutrient-dense whole foods in a texture-modified form. Financial constraints. Eating healthy doesn't have to be expensive. Look for seasonal produce and affordable protein sources. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, but to make consistently better choices that support your health. So while there isn't the one food every senior should avoid, if I had to point to a food group that deserves the most scrutiny, it would be highly processed foods. They are calorie-dense but nutrient-poor, loaded with harmful sugars, excessive sodium, and unhealthy fats, and stripped of vital fiber. By understanding these risks and actively choosing whole, unprocessed foods, you are making one of the most powerful investments in your health, vitality, and independence as you age. It's about nourishing your body, fueling your mind, and truly thriving in your golden years. We hope this deep dive has been informative and empowering for you. What are your favorite healthy meals or tips for eating well as a senior? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more valuable content, and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching, and remember, your health is your greatest wealth.